What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for coming by, checking out the channel. I know I said maybe no videos this week. I just had to really share this story with you guys because it's funny, it's sad, and also it was a life learning lesson. It was something that really made me step back and just think about maybe some of my thoughts and just how this market, this bull run, whatever you want to call it, how it's kind of made me think differently than I should, and this was just a nice step back into reality and really made me kind of more focused and open to just what how I think about things. And so today I went downstairs to go and do some laundry. And my two middle kids, my 5-year-old, my 3-year-old, they were upstairs, and I wasn't gone very long. But my daughter, right before, she came up to me and said, "Hey, Dad, I want to open up some packs." And I said, "Okay, give me a little bit." And I was going to go down into where I have my, sealed products stored. And I was going to get like a Surging Sparks 3-pack, or I think I have like a Stellar Crown 3-pack or something, just some things to have on the side in case, the kids want to be able to open up anything. Still waiting for Perfect Order to be readily available in my area. But I was like, okay, just give me a minute. And I got sidetracked and I was doing some laundry. And probably about 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, they come running down. My daughter comes running down and she goes, "Hey, Dad, look at this." So this is the Mega Scrafty EX SIR from Ascended Heroes. And I come upstairs and I'm like, how did you get that?" And she goes, "Oh, well, we opened up some stuff." And so I come upstairs and I don't have them all with me, but as proof, here is the normal ETB for Ascended Heroes, and then here is a Pokemon Center ETB cover for Ascended Heroes, and here is the Pokemon Centered stamp in Zekrom. Hopefully you guys are able to see it, but I come upstairs and there is packs all over the floor. The ETBs are ripped open, and there's cards all over the place. And first thing I thought was, "Oh my goodness!" And there was also a poster collection that was open as well, and she was very excited to put the poster on her wall in her room. And the first thing I thought was, "Oh my goodness, what have you guys done?" And I didn't get mad or anything. I tried to be calm, but I was like, "Oh my gosh, like you guys can't do this. Like, what are you guys doing?" Because that was, besides one Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center to be left. That's all that I have from Ascended Heroes. And again, we'll wait and see what happens with Ascended Heroes. But still, the Pokemon Center ETB is $520-$520. The other two ETBs, they're about $180 on the secondary market. The poster collection was about $120. So altogether, it was about $1,000 rip session secondary market wise. Of course, I got these all at MSRP, so it definitely hurts less, but still, everybody, I don't care who you are, collector, investor, just someone who plays the game, the secondary market is a secondary market. You always think about it. And so I definitely was surprised, and just kind of maybe snapped a little bit too quickly. Again, I wasn't rough on them or anything like that. I didn't raise my voice, but after just taking a second and stepping back and calling my wife and telling my wife about what the kids had done, I realized something. I realized that that's what Pokemon's meant to be. That's what my kids did. They didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't their fault. They didn't deserve to me even be like, "What did you guys do? Why did you guys do this?" Um, they're doing what kids should be doing. And my daughter said afterwards, she said, "Dad, I just really love Pokemon. Pokemon is amazing." And yeah, having that $1,000 in sealed products currently in the market, we'll see what happens. But having that, and knowing that Ascended Heroes is probably going to continue to climb, those PCTBs are probably going to be at $1,000 at some point here in the future, in the next year or two, unless we get reprints. The ETBs, with everything going on, those are going to be $200 here in a couple of weeks. And just taking that all into consideration, I just realized, like, what am I doing? Like, I am proud of my kids for wanting to open up packs. I am happy that they got to open up packs. I'm happy that they're adding to their collections. I'm happy that it's something that they love, something that they enjoy. and no amount of money is worth taking that away from them. Obviously, I want to be able to hold on to products for them. That's the reason I have a sealed collection. I know people come after me because my background's blurred out and I'm not picking up sealed product all the time and picking up all these cards, these half art cards that I say I really like, because, you know, honestly, I'm not, you know, the half arts, I do appreciate them, but that's not my style. My style is, you know, these kinds of cards, which my kids also did pull this. And just to prove, so I'm at about 100 packs, and we got one SIR, the Scrafty. Congratulations to the person who we're doing a trade for it. I got the Mega Attacker, Mega Electros. Very happy with that. Two of the best Mega Attackers in my opinion. And then here is the poster promo that came with it as well. And so, yeah, a long story short, it was an expensive day. It was a very expensive day. You know, I again paid MSRP roughly, I don't know, 60, 70, 60, you know, about $200 roughly, but $1,000 in the grand scheme of things right now, if I was to go sell it and, you know, take away the 20%, you know, someone gives you 80, maybe 90%, 900, $800. But yeah, again, it just made me realize how crazy this market has gotten. And, you know, at the end of the day, I guess this video is, if you have kids and you guys are depriving your kids, or not depriving, but taking away the opportunity to be able to open up these sets, you know, maybe you pick them up perfect order. Maybe you're picking up some Chaos Rising or some Pitch Black, you know, but the Ascended Heroes, they don't touch the Ascended Heroes, or the Prismatic Evolutions, or Phantasmal Flames, or Destined Rivals, or, you know, Paldean Fates, or 151. You know, some of those are, you know, they're still very expensive, but Ascended Heroes is definitely up there in expensiveness. And if you are depriving them of that or taking that away from them, you know, just take a second. Just take a second and look. You know, I'm a broke person. I have very limited funds. I've been very transparent about that. I know people like to make fun of me for that, which just, it is what it is. It's all good. But, you know, yeah, those 3 ETBs, the 2 ETBs and the Pokemon Center ETBs and the poster collection, you know, yeah, it could be, you know, that could be someone's collection, you know, their purchases over the next 6 months, you know, in someone like maybe in my situation, you just really never know. But just take a second, and realize that this is what it's about. It's not about the scalping. It's not about the reselling. It's not all these videos of these adults taking away product from children, you know, and just trying to financially benefit themselves. We need to give back more to the kids, and make sure our kids and the future generations are not being deprived. And yes, there are so many forms of this Pokemon. Pokemon is not just the TCG. Pokemon is the anime. Pokemon is the video games. Pokemon is the plushies, the shirts, the hats, the shoes, the TV shows. It's all of it. But I can tell you what, my 5-year-old daughter loves more than anything when it comes to Pokemon, opening up packs. And it could be the Mega Scrafty, it could be the Mega Dragonite, it could be the Umbreon from Prismatic Evolutions, or it could be a 25-cent, you know, Crobat, or Ghastly, or whatever. It could be a Chikorita half art. Doesn't even have to have foiling to it, and that means more to her than anything. And so, long story short, very expensive day. I appreciate if you guys made it this far, but yeah, it was just a real wake-up call. And I'm definitely not gonna let my kids just rip up packs like crazy. You know, but it made me realize at the end of the day, this is just money. This is just temporary money, and you know, what's the point if they have no care for it later on down the line? I'm trying to do something different with that. I want my kids to love Pokemon like I love Pokemon, and I'm proud of them for being rippers. You know, they're obviously rippers like me. So yeah, I don't really know where I was going with this video. Hopefully, you know, it talks to somebody. Hopefully it gets somebody to think about things. But if not, it's all good with me. I appreciate any of you guys that have stayed this long. I appreciate all the amazing people that have supported my channel. They come into the comments section, leave comments, and come to the lives and all that stuff. No matter what happens, I can promise you this: no matter the videos that come after me, no matter the armies of people that don't want me on here, I will be here for the people that want me here. And I appreciate you guys more than you guys know. And I try to tell you guys that every single time. And I'm going to stop rambling. You guys have a great one. I'll see you Wednesday for a live.